Manny Pacquiao was on Sky Sports giving an interview, and he said that he was close to coming to terms with to fight Amir Khan. All right, and something he wouldn't disclose messed up that fight coming to terms. And instead, you got Errol Spence, and now you got Ugas. Ugas fight happening Saturday. Hit that sub button, by the way. Hit the like button, by the way, as you're watching this video. But the revealing part of the interview he had with Sky Sports is that he wants to fight in the UK. Why that's important is I've wondered, leading up to this fight with political aspirations, 42 years old, how long does Manny plan to fight in the future? I was worried that with Spence falling off of this fight and Ugas coming in, that there would possibly be Pacquiao's last fight against a guy like Ugas instead of a big fight like Spence. But when you hear things like this, it confirms that Manny has plans to fight beyond this and probably beyond the fight after that. This could be a guy who plans to fight until he's like 50 years old at this point, hearing him talk. He wants to fight in the UK, which confirms he wants to fight in the future. And I've always said I'd love to see Pacquiao fight in the UK. I think it would sell 80,000 tickets. Fight against a big fighter from over there, or anybody for that matter, would sell a stadium over there. But it just confirms that he wants to continue on with his career after this. And hopefully he looks good against Ugas on Saturday, and we'll be looking forward to him fighting in the future after that. But I've always wondered this. We talked about this on this channel about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, whenever the WBA did not grant Manny Pacquiao the exception to get his belt back, that now he's fighting for again on Saturday. Remember, he won the WBA strap against Keith Thurman. They stripped him of it, which they shouldn't have, because we were in a pandemic in 2020. Nobody was fighting. But they stripped him for not fighting within a year. Although Leo Santa Cruz still has a belt at 126 by the WBA, and he hasn't fought in over 2 years. So it's politics. And why they're not rewarding an all-time legend for Manny Pacquiao and granting him an exception to get his belt back for a big fight with Spence was garbage. It was trash. And I've shared my thoughts on that. But now he's getting a chance to fight for his own belt back against Ugas on Saturday. But the reason I brought that up is there was a reason that Manny Pacquiao was upset and his team was upset when they weren't granted that exception. Okay, and it's not because he was mad that he's just losing a belt, because he's already had this belt. All right, a legend like Manny Pacquiao, you make the belt. The belt doesn't make you. So there was a reason that he was upset about that. The reason he was upset is because, in my mind now, hearing that he wants to fight in the future, he wants to fight in the UK, in my mind, he wanted to fight Errol Spence, hopefully beat Errol Spence for those belts, and then become undisputed against Terence Crawford in 2022. That's what I'm thinking. That's why they were upset about it. They wanted to unify those belts with Errol Spence Jr. and then fight for undisputed against Terence Crawford in the future. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that's why he was upset about that. Now there's no doubt in my mind that he wants to fight well into the future if he's talking about fighting in the UK, or at least one more fight. So it's good to hear that he wants to continue to fight. As long as he continues to look good, keep giving boxing fans what they want. As long as he's not one of those guys who loses multiple straight times, like where it becomes a Roy Jones type thing, right? Where he's just losing fights against guys he shouldn't lose fights against. Then you wanted to see him step away. But as long as he's beating a Keith Thurman, and then if he beats a Ugas, who is somewhere between 5 and 7 in the welterweight division and has a belt, a legitimate belt, then why not keep fighting? Why not fight in a big stadium like in the UK? So it's good to hear that Manny Pacquiao is going to continue to fight, hopefully, if he beats Ugas this weekend, or maybe even if he loses. But y'all let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think about Manny Pacquiao wanting to fight in the UK? That'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful. Hit me up. God bless. Peace.